Okay, we're good. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, boys and girls. How are we all doing today? Excellent. Oh, yeah, no, we're good. Oh, I just thought the music failed on me for a second, but it's fine. We're good. We're all good. It's all good. Don't worry about it. So yes, today we're going to continue our discussions on terraforming. Obviously, right? Obviously, what else are we going to do? Yes, and we're going to see if we can actually have open farms going forward. I think we are, because we do have the carbon dioxide, we do have enough oxygen-ish, and breathable atmosphere. What is? No, we're good. Yeah, we should have enough oxygen. Yes. Oh wait, what? No. All good. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Everybody's happy. Ish. Yeah, because look. Right, like we have... Oh, why is the algae just like stop right here? That's weird. I have no idea. I have no idea. But that's okay. That's okay. Like, oh, you see, the trees are growing without us, right? So it's fine. How's that? We are trying to do something about that, or rather, I am trying to do something about that, right? Because that's just weird, guys. especially coming from like a bunch of like really old people. That's just weird. I hope you guys can stop. Well, no. So actually, this is a really interesting topic in terraforming, because essentially what happens is you need something to hold the soil in place before you can grow bigger plants, but also importantly, you need plants before the air itself can retain moisture, right? And retaining moisture is the key to controlling humidity and all of that. And so that's why, like places like this, if we look, that's probably not humidified exactly, right? Whereas, but I don't know why. Like there's a big old river in the middle here, and it doesn't strictly at this point, it doesn't make sense to me. But like with these two biodomes here, presumably we're going to start seeing some progress. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Yeah. So what we're doing is we're just waiting. We're essentially a holding pattern until we have open farms, and then we'll do open cities. Actually, we might do these things first. We might do fusion plant. We'll see. But essentially, we are now once again at Endgame, right? Like we've talked about Endgame before. We're now basically at Endgame again. I think we can stop the other oxygen generator, this one. So what this does is it buries plants so that they can grow, and that'll of course mean that it takes more carbon dioxide out of the... But we don't need that anymore. So was there another one? There was. It was right here. Yeah, we don't need these guys because we actually don't want them to convert that much faster, right? Like we don't want to be at 30, we want this to be below 5. But like between 5 and 10% is actually not that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things. I think we have enough resources. We need more carbon. Was there carbon over there? There's carbon over here. Let's see, carbon. Then we'll do a maintenance facility. Somewhere over here. Excellent. Then the chemical plant, aluminium mine, and What am I not talking about? I wasn't aware that you guys were interested in corporate drama. Well, that's what the Rogers thing is, right? It's just gigantic amounts of like rich people about to start paying their lawyers too much money. That's literally all there is to it. Yeah. So essentially, what happened? What was his name? Ed Rogers, right? He fired the board, or no, he wanted to fire the CEO, but the board didn't want him to fire the CEO. So the board tried to fire him as chairman, and of course he wasn't very happy with that. Oh, keep in mind, in this case, when we're talking about the board, it also includes his mother and his sisters. So like, it is a rather interesting issue that's growing out of it. That's good. That's grass. Nah, that's fine. No, that's underwater. Yes. Let's see. What are we doing? We're waiting for open front. Can we do anything else? I really don't see the need for more space elevators, but sure. Yeah. We'll put 6 rocket, whatever, launch pads on the problem. That should be fine. See? Like, the grassland is slowly extending outwards, and hopefully, with time, this giant, yeah, there are more of them. I wonder how we can get rid of that. Perhaps what we can do is simply extend... Oh, we're gonna come down here anyway for the resources, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, so then we'll just do this. We'll bring everything down here. Wow, storage center. And then a fission plant. I really do like our fission plants, yes. Well, why wouldn't you want fission? Well, because you will want fusion, but when you can't have fusion, you take fission. Like, guys, it's not difficult, okay? You need nuclear power. Anyone who claims that you can do without nuclear power is stupid. I don't even want to talk about it because it's just retard. It's just not. Nuclear power is. Why is this water booster not working? Oh, okay. Do we even need it? We might, but let's break it apart first. Like, nuclear power is clean. Nuclear power is so much cleaner than any. No. Okay. If we have to talk about this, I'll talk about this tomorrow. We'll make nuclear power the topic of tomorrow, because it's important that we establish this, and that I disabuse some of these like ridiculous notions that nuclear is somehow dangerous, or rather, that it has been more dangerous to humanity than something like coal, because that is not true, and that is just irresponsible. Anyone who says that. Yeah, fight me to the death. Come at me, bro. What are you gonna do? Slap fight? Okay, I could say that. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's see. Wasn't there another one? Oh, there is another one. Okay. Put this one here. Actually, that's part of why I like this game as well. You're right. Because it's essentially like, it's almost like delegating, right? And good, what is it? Good evening, Dali. How are you? And yeah, it's essentially delegating, because really all we have to do is we plop down what we want to be built, and then the logistics system takes care of it itself, right? And that's great. I love that. Yes, exactly. There's nothing better than a bureaucrat. Absolutely. Bureaucracy is... Oh, crop fields, excellent. Let's do the open city as well. But it did stop me from adding more water treatment, but that's fine. Excellent. Excellent. So we'll add some more water facilities, and then we'll see where we can do these. Okay. So essentially we are able to, let's see. No, that's a crater farm. That's the wrong farm. Open farm. There we go. Hello? There we go. Lovely. But like all of these roads are extending into it, so I'm not sure what that means. Like, will it? Right? Yeah, I'm not sure what that means. We'll see though. I mean, it doesn't matter. No. Like all of these little tentacles are see like our Greenland is disappearing, right? Like just because I don't like that. Because just because you have roads doesn't mean that you can't have grass in the middle. So if I plop this in the middle, does this mean that this farm now has no farmland, arable farmland? That would be ridiculous. Well, no, you're right. You're right. It does mean that in that case I would have to sort of leave it in the middle of nowhere and just give it one road, right? Like say I put it here. No, not there. Say I put it... No. Where can I put it? Okay, no. Say I put it here. How about here? No. How about no, we'll just put it here. No power, no maintenance. That doesn't help me at all. Okay, we'll put it there. And then we'll put a power plant here so that it can be fed. And ideally it'll use all of this area as farmland. Where's the other one? Where did I put the other one? Oh yeah, wait, what? No. Where did I put the other one? I put it down here. Yeah, here. See, and its efficiency is 10% for that exact reason, right? Because all of these roads have that's so annoying. They really haven't thought this through. That is not good. We'll cancel that. And then we'll rebuild it on these areas. Like, there's no reason for those roads to really like ruin a farmland. That's nonsense. There's no maintenance there. Of course there would be no maintenance there, right? Like, it's just... Ugh. Let's see, can I put this here? I could. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll put... But this means I can't... This literally means that it's bad for me to make a network of roads, right? And I feel like that's unfair too. See, look at that, 32%. Yes, I am complaining. Of course I am complaining. That's okay. That's okay. It's all good. Let's see. That's being created. I'll leave that one be. One quick second. Okay, sorry about that. So, what was I saying? What were we doing? Oh yeah, our oxygen is going up quite fast. Oh, okay. That'll be alright. Hopefully. Still though, it's weird that this is like... What does this mean? Does this mean the output is 2? 3? What? Or just that, like, every once in a while it creates... Oh, so every round it creates a single piece of food. Okay, okay. This is good for when we run out of chemicals. Yes, we can essentially what it means is ideally we should be able to shut down some chemicals. But given that our demand is 31 of these a month, right? And it takes how many souls for us to generate a single one? Let's see. It takes, at 50% it's 15 souls. And a month is what? A month is also 30 souls? Yeah, about 28, so 4 weeks. And so like we would barely get one of these a month, and so that means we would essentially have to have 30 of these to meet our current demand for food. That's not cool. Actually, what about these farms? Where are... See, it's all gone now. Or it's slowly disappearing. Where is the food? Crater farm. So it takes 38 souls to generate a single piece of food. So yeah, I guess we need a lot of them. But that seems strange though, right? Maximum allowed by the terrain. And its efficiency is about 32% because it uses 32% of the land, I believe. Yeah. Why is this one still? Hurry up. Oh, we're out of electronics. Look at that. Okay. That we can build up on. No, we'll just build normal factories. Because the level 1 factories are actually slightly more power efficient. And so that'll eat into our silicon and aluminium. But we have enough silicon. And I mean, we have tons more silicon where that came from. And we do have more aluminium down here as well, so we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Relax. There we go. It's nice though, right? Like we set out all of these rules, and then once we come back, everything is nicely created, so we can just link up the hyperloops and be done with it. We had another hyperloop somewhere. One's been linked. That one's been linked. This one hasn't been linked. Do I want to be a corporate lawyer in the Rogers case? Yes. Yes, I do. Oh, absolutely. Oh my god, that case looks amazing. What are you doing? What is this? You're not telling me what this is. Like, it doesn't... Oh, it's probably the... What am I saying? It's the another space elevator that got built. So let's... What am I building here? Alright, water goes to right here. And we don't have anywhere to put the space elevator right now. Because these places all have one already, I think. Oh, does this place not have one yet? Oh no, it's right here. Like, what do we need so many space elevators for? I think the game needs more content, yes. Because, like, well, okay, no, that's not strictly true. The game's content has all gone onto its pretentious, philosophical, stuff, right? And so there's not a lot left. Yes, exactly. There's not a lot left for actual gameplay because a lot of it went into philosophy, and that's, I mean, that's fine. 39%. See, that's so annoying, right? Because, like, a road shouldn't take up this much. Like, if you go out, you look at a highway out there, it doesn't take up, what is this? This is probably like 20 square kilometers, 10 square kilometers perhaps, of what? Reconnection successful. Okay, I don't know where I disconnected from, but hi. So that's good. That's growing. That's growing. I wonder if we should try to put some in the bottom. That might help. Yeah, we'll do that in a bit. All of these have this. Okay. Oh yeah, we do need another one down here, don't we? Yes, we'll have one here. And I think we can load up some water treatment plants on this end. So right there. Well, we want the water because we want to grow farms and grow cities, right? Yeah, so by having the water, we are making it a lot easier to we're making it a lot easier for the cities. But that also means that there can be no plants here, which is kind of really annoying. Okay, open cities, excellent. This, okay. We'll do these two first because we'll need to start capturing oxygen first. Oh, okay, everything's good. Let's do open cities in that case. Open city. I mean, the idea is essentially that we'll be done with this game basically today. We have another 35 minutes. That should be plenty, really. So we'll do this. We'll have the open city. Like, there's no real end game, right? Because the end game, I have no idea what the end game is, but it feels like it's probably more about philosophical choice than it is about. Well, yeah, exactly. All right, it's more about that than it is about like an actual gameplay portion. So like the game of this serves a very, I suppose we can call it philosophical, as we say, or as they say, purpose. But the game itself is kind of fun, right? So that's why we do it. I don't know how many. 5,000. Okay. So we'll have one of these ready. Excellent. And then we'll shut this down. Or maybe we'll... Okay, we'll shut this down once the time comes. So because it's winter, I have started keeping my my teas and coffees hot on a tea light. And I'm sure some of you will know what's coming, but I suddenly realized, oh, that's why they call it a tea light. Obviously because yes, exactly. Yeah, you can see why they call it a tea light. Yes. So we've shut down those two cities. Where are the other cities? Well, it doesn't matter so much now. Well, let's build another. You can see, right? Like this open city it's nice, but there's no greenery around it. Why is there no greenery around it, right? It doesn't make sense that now that we have completely terraformed Mars and that its average temperature is 10 degrees, that we would somehow suffer from that. There's no reason why this red needs to be red. The soil, it's nonsense. Well, it's true. Oh, oxygen release pan. I don't need that. Let's do another open city. Where is it? Open city, right here. Plop it right here. Big old city. Water treatment plant now. Water booster. And like these water boosters are a little bit like busy work, right? Simply because they're not really necessary. Like all they do is they make me plop down an extra building, and of course we have a lot of we're way beyond the structure limit, or rather no, we have much more structures than the limit would suggest. Need colonists, yes. Where are the other colonists? Yes, the game does feel like it peters out once we get to this part. But that's again, that's sort of the discussion from before about how this game is a vector for that philosophical discussion about the nature of AI, you know, about humanity, about purpose in life. One that we have completely ignored because, if you remember, I called it a pretentious claptrap. Yes. Tent City, there we go. Okay, that's gone. Excellent. Everyone move. Move away. Yes, move to the big open city. Hurry up. Why are they not moving? Do I have to encourage them? I can encourage them by literally scrapping the building. How about that? Ah, these people. In the meantime, we can find some others. Where are others? Honestly, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I have no idea. Search button. I don't think there is a search function. Like, you mean just... Why are they not moving? Oh, okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. It's up here, it's up here, it's up here. So these guys have, what? 3 point... Okay, 3.3. So we have 2.5 left. How much is in here? 2.5. Okay, so then everyone has moved, I guess. Excellent. Now we want more colonists, but we really don't need more colonists from a gameplay perspective, right? Like, I mean, what are we gonna do with more colonists? What is there left to do? We have the dipoles, we have this, we have that. I don't know. Like, let's build an oxygen capture plant. Because why not? We'll put it in here. Also, why is this not powered? Excuse me? Oh. That's my mistake. Yes. We'll just plop one in the middle down here, shall we? We'll plop one here. There we go. So that wasn't powered because of these two, like one apparently one maintenance facility and one open farm is not enough from one fission plant, and that's, I suppose that makes sense. We can't. I mean, I guess, but Mars is all green now. You see, right? Like it's the runaway effect of the plants just like planting themselves, and this is only 60 Martian years, which are not quite the same as Earth years, right? Actually, let me check how many years. Martian year length. 687 days. Calculated. So what is this? 66 years? 684. 66, 684 divided by 365. 125 Earth years have passed. That's not a lot. I mean, realistically, we can't terraform Mars in this time. Like that's just impossible. Like the amount of water we got onto the planet is is nonsense, right? Yeah. The system itself is too complex for us to really just go into it like that. And that now puts things into perspective, right? Into perspective of just what it is the developer wanted to do with this game. Because their purpose, as we've said, is not to make a fun game as much as to be really pretentious and hopefully get laid, probably. No, just just ignore me. It's okay. See, that's good. That's no, I will never. It's because I'm dumb. Remember? Yes, that's exactly it. We have the electronics. Like all our resources are fine now. Like I'm sure this can self-propagate for a while. But what are we going to do with it? I don't know. Talk about nuclear power, yeah. Actually, you know what? We can talk about nuclear power. Why not? We might as well get it over with. So I've at various times in our actually maybe I should actually like talk about nuclear power as opposed to like just being pretentious about it. Like we'll do like the whole diagram thing. Yeah, cause and maybe I'll I was going to say maybe I should do some research, but then I realized who I'm talking to, and research is not going to help. Alright, one of these still exists. Go away. Go away. Okay. Where did I put the oxygen capture plant? Oh, is that our oxygen capture plant? No, that's material dumpster. Where did I put the oxygen capture plant? What? We'll just put another one somewhere here. Oh, and all that does is remove the oxygen from the atmosphere. But we're at 13%, and we're at 2.55% carbon dioxide. It doesn't matter at this point. Yeah, no, these are... Actually, let's check out what Earth is. Earth atmosphere composition. 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, 0.9% argon, 0.1% other gases. Yeah. Yeah, what's wrong with that? So like we have less oxygen than we do on Earth, but that just actually, let me check. Oxygen content in an exhale. Because when we inhale and exhale, the gas exchange, it doesn't actually take up all of the oxygen that's inside the air, right? Let's see, on exhaled air, oxygen is 16%. Now that's interesting, isn't it? Because exhaled air has more oxygen than we have on this Martian surface. And yet, we are still able to have open cities. What that tells you is, once again, that the developer didn't really think about science when they made this. Yes. Am I angry? No. No, I'm not angry. No. Total temperature is decreasing again. Why? I have no idea. Why is our total temperature decreasing? I mean, at least they have the fact that oxygen contributes to temperature. Quite correct. Because one of the most potent greenhouse gases is actually oxygen, right? So I wonder what's decreasing. Oh, it's carbon dioxide that's decreasing. And yes, so humans are theoretically unable to walk on the surface of our planet. Just so we're clear on that. Yeah, just absolutely impossible. Because there's more carbon dioxide. So partial pressures. Like our blood works via partial pressures, and actually carbon dioxide binds stronger to our blood than oxygen does. Or actually, no. Sorry. Carbon monoxide binds stronger to our blood than hemoglobin than oxygen does. Where was I going with this? Right, partial pressures. And so that means that if the gas exchange in our lungs works by taking 20% oxygen down to 16, and carbon dioxide from 0.04 up to 4, or 0.05 up to 4, then in an environment that has how much? 1% carbon dioxide? Yeah. Oh, 1% is fine. We can probably breathe out in this. But I don't think we can breathe. Like, we can breathe out as in the carbon dioxide will leave our lungs, leave the blood in our lungs and leave the blood vessels in our lungs to get into the alveoli. Therefore, the carbon dioxide can go away. But I'm not sure how much oxygen can get in. I mean, at altitude sickness, actually. Let me think about that. Because altitude sickness is a lack of oxygen. What is altitude sickness, oxygen? NCBI, wonderful. High, according to blah blah, issues of concern, shortness of breath. I'm just looking at papers. Just give me 1 second. Inhaling for a long time, retinopathy and blindness. It doesn't tell me how much there is up there. It's around 220 millimeters mercury. But the percent of fraction of inspired oxygen is the same as sea level. where the atmospheric pressure is about 760 milligrams. Ooh, we're at 2000 millibars actually. Let's just double check. Okay, so 1 millibar is 0.7. Oh, we're at 1,500. That's a lot of air pressure. That's double the air pressure that we're at. Double the air pressure that we are on Earth. Ooh, that's. I'm not sure that's good. Yeah. So what air pressure can do to you? High air pressure. I guess at 2,000 millibar, right, which is 150, 1,500 millimeter mercury to Pascal. I think Pascal is the same. No, 1 millibar is the same as 1 Pascal. So we're at 1.5 kPa. I don't know actually. Air pressure at sea level in pascals. 101.3 kilopascals. Wait, what? 2,000 millibar to kPa. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, we're right. We're good. We're good. So we are at double Earth's pressure, which means at 13% we can probably, actually, yeah. So at that point we can probably inject the oxygen into our bloodstream. But that's that's actually interesting. I wonder what kind of physical differences they create, right? Because really, like, the physics there is fascinating if you think about it. Really high air pressure forces oxygen through our alveoli into the bloodstream. But we might need even less partial pressure of carbon dioxide for the carbon dioxide to simply come out. Now that I think about it. This requires heat. How do you generate heat? Do you generate heat by burning things? Right, underground heat source. What am I saying? But we just don't know where they are because they don't exist. Okay, that makes more sense. Excellent. Of course it's excellent. What was I saying? Oh right, yes, partial pressures. I don't know. I wonder what it will be like, because it feels like we would. No, we can still breathe out. Never mind. I was silly. Because what happens is partial pressures. So, okay, this is going to be slightly complicated. Gas works in such a way that the pressure of a certain gas only responds to itself. Right, with me so far. So, for example, oxygen. The way oxygen moves up and down pressure gradients is solely dependent on the gradient differences in oxygen, right? So that means it doesn't matter what the concentration of oxygen is in your blood. It doesn't matter what it is on the outside. There will be as long as there is a difference, the gas will move from the place of higher concentration to the place of lower concentration. But I wonder how gas exchange works at the lung level when you have higher pressure. Because when you have higher pressure, you have more gas in general, right? and then we're talking about the physics. We're getting actually into quantum physics in that case, because we're talking about the difference, like the association and dissociation of individual molecules, of individual carbon dioxide molecules and oxygen molecules with the hemoglobin in your blood. Yes, exactly, exactly. And that I am not sure about, and I don't want to give you a wrong answer about. So we will let's go back and talk about the general case, which is that if we only care about partial pressures, if the blood works solely by partial pressure, then we should theoretically be able to breathe this atmosphere. No, yeah, we should theoretically be able to breathe this atmosphere. We would evolve, or our bodies would change to generate more hemoglobins, so that and we actually see this, right? This is what high altitude training does, is when there's just less oxygen in the air, even at the same. See, but that's the problem. I think there is a percentage component to that. But even then, we should still be able to. Even though hemoglobin evolved to deal with a so let me put it this way. Even though there is less total percentage of oxygen, because we are running at double the pressure, actually. We're running at double the pressure of Earth. So what that means is, actually, this is, you can imagine that per unit area, per unit space, no, not space area, per unit volume, we have about 28 we don't want to say 28%, but the equivalent amount of oxygen molecules as 28% saturation on Earth. So that's high oxygen saturation vis-a-vis what our bodies are used to. So yeah, we should be able to breathe this oxygen, and because carbon dioxide has dropped down to basically nothing, and because there's now no carbon dioxide, we are actually good. Yeah, exactly. Yes, we're good. Did I build a oxygen scrubber? I did not. Let's do that now. What will we do after this? I mean, on Wednesday we'll play Factorial, because our public school classmate Nona has finally finished all of their exams. So yeah, that's what we'll do. But 5 microbar. I see, 5 microbar. And 5 microbar, for those who want to know, is 0.005 millibars. So every time it runs, it removes a significant amount. I wonder why it doesn't actually. Wait, what? Why is it not working? Oh, it is working. Okay, never mind. So we don't really need to keep it running. Like, what this will do is it'll actually. Oh, we have too much nitrogen. Yeah, let's shut this off. Well, because we don't yes, technically we are at a slightly higher pressure than Earth. Wonder what that air pressure will do. So also what that air pressure will do is it will dramatically, it might affect growth rates, actually. Because if you think about it this way, there is more mass of air on top of you, right? Like, we don't tend to think about the weight of air that's coming down on us. Exactly. Like, if you right now, if you look up, right, like, there is some amount of air that's sitting on top of you. Obviously, there has to be, because that's just how it works. I wonder what the higher pressure will do. I think I think the higher pressure will actually have negative consequences. I'm trying to think about what those consequences will be from first principles. It's been so long since I've done this. So higher pressure. Do I not need to worry? I don't need to worry about this system, no. Because I mean we're basically done the game, right? Like we're after we're done here, we're going to save, and then I'm never going to load up this game again until next time. I guess next time they release an expansion. Well, because we're done. I mean, what else are we gonna do? There's nothing more. Like the space elevators gave us nothing. Well, no, the space elevators gave us literally a single technology, which was the magnetic dipole shield. And that, even that didn't really do anything for us, right? So, actually, let's see, where is it? Ice import? No. Oh, we're importing too much nitrogen. Oops. Oh, and we're still importing chunky bastards. Chunky people. Let's get them to stop coming to Mars. So what are they gonna do on Mars? Live here? Well, presumably that's what the next expansion pack will be about, right? Like, we'll actually be able to build cities, hopefully. Fingers crossed. How high is my water level? I don't even know. I don't know anymore. Let me check. Knowledge base. Not inside knowledge base. Not inside menu. I don't think it allows me to check anymore, but last time I checked it was 140? Something like that? Can I check here? No, I can't check here. Oh, what am I saying? I can just check here, can't I? No. Nope. Nope. Yes, I know we cheated. Can you flood all of the land if you import too much water? I think you can, actually. Actually, I don't think you can. I don't think you can. I think that's hard-coded. Also, by the way, Harry, are you German? Just because using the word "zu." Let me see. Yeah, because on some places you can see if I were to build a water treatment plant here, there's nothing. But if I were to build one here, it says flood zone, irregular terrain, and underwater. So what that means is the game will warn you wherever like if you build in a place that the water will go to. Yeah. No, I'm just talking to a new viewer. Yes. Oh, okay. Fusion plant. Let's see what else we have left. Space, biotech, all that is done. I suppose we could do this. I think only flood zones can be underwater. Honestly, I never tested. I don't think... I mean, this game isn't strictly about optimization anyway, so it doesn't even strictly matter. Ooh, that's a nice big zone for... Hi Twitch, how are you? Yes, we do, but on the Twitch stream, not on the YouTube stream. And we have a ton of new viewers actually on the Discord, but they have already introduced themselves to each other. So let's see. Oh, and for fusion, that's so funny. You don't even need uranium for fusion. Oh my god. Of course, because why do that when you can just take hydrogen and fuse it together, right? Wouldn't you at least need water in this case? It feels like being able to build a fusion plant with just aluminum, electronics, and steel is kind of wrong. Oh, you don't have to log into Twitch. It's probably less popular. Oh, it's slightly more populated, but it's there. mostly lurkers that are on Twitch. Yeah, like I suppose that's true because fusion um isn't really about the building that houses the fusion generator. It's much more about the technology, right? Um yeah, because what we need for fusion and what we're still forever 20 years away with fusion is the way to control the magnetic field just right to get the hydrogen to interact with each other and to be energy positive. That's obviously not yet happened. We are actually. I wonder how long we are away. I wonder how ITER is doing. ITER. ITER is the International Nuclear Fusion Research and Engineering Project. It started. Yeah, It started in 2007. Let's see. What is their plan right now? Timeline. As of May 2021. Oh, okay. ITER is 78% complete towards first plasma. That's cool. So what that means, yeah. So right now they're constructing this gigantic facility in, where is it? Where's the ITER site? Excuse me. Non-member, blah 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 blah. Where is it? I feel like it's in France, but don't quote me on that. Oh, will be built in south of France at Cadarache site. Yes, okay. Yeah, so essentially there'll be a gigantic plant that they'll be using to try to generate sun-like plasma with properly like manipulated magnetic fields. And by doing that, if we're able to do that, then we're able to use essentially hydrogen, right? Like hydrogen. And instead of generating the energy by generating electricity by combining hydrogen with oxygen through combustion, we generate energy via fusion of hydrogen into helium. Yes. And once we have that, well, I mean, the helium can be used for other things. In fact, actually, I think we have a helium crisis. Let's figure it out. Helium scarcity. I'm fairly certain we have a helium scarcity. Okay, yes, there is a helium scarcity. And of course, helium is non-renewable, right? Like once we use it, it's just gone. Yeah. There are no more technologies for us to research. I mean, this is not useful, right? Like so. Well, I mean, even before mods, what we did was we simply expanded outwards from our first site, and it just made more sense to keep everything in the same site. Like we have power in the same site. We have we don't. Oops. Is that negative? Oh no, that's positive. No. Okay. We have power in the same site. We have maintenance in the same site, and we have water, all linked together. Oh, okay, maybe not. Oh, we don't, but it's fine because yeah, we can link them up, but we don't have to. Right. What was I saying? Fusion, yes. And why fusion is clean? Because fusion, unlike fission, we can't have runaway fission. So like, we won't split uranium. Like, so what happens with fission is uranium splits, and then it causes more uranium to split, and that generates a chain reaction that does, that does a bomb. But with fusion, if it's not hot enough, it just shuts down. And our problem is actually keeping it hot enough so that it can continue, right? Like at this point, I think the last experiment, I don't remember where it was. We reached primary whatever it was called. Essentially where we were generating more energy with fusion than the reaction itself took to start. But that's not the same as the energy required to create those gigantic magnetic fields to hold everything together so that we can create that fusion. So we are not, we're still at a net deficit of energy, but we are getting close, and that's fantastic, right? Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. If anyone has problems with fusion, I will fly to your house and I will punch your dog. Because yes, it is called nuclear, but it's like, it just shows how little you know about the world that your dog deserves to be punched. So no. I will still punch your dog though. No, you cannot possibly have problems with fusion, because fusion is, there is no, actually no, it is in a bomb, isn't it? Hold on, let me double check. I think it's a stage 2 of the thermonuclear, right? Yeah. Oops. Yeah. So yes, the hydrogen bomb is right. I forgot. Thermonuclear means fusion. Yes. But there is still, like, the primary stage is still fission. Like, you're using fission energy to generate enough energy to start the fusion process. And once you have the fusion process, and that releases a whole bunch of cleaner energy, which doesn't have the radioactive fallout. But you still have the radioactive fallout from the fission of the primary stage. Hold on, let me read this. I'm fairly certain consisting fusion plutonium spark plug imploded by the X-ray energy impinging compresses density rises, driven supercritical nuclear fission chain. So when they say fusion, it's still the fission of plutonium. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Fusion reactions between, okay, so secondary fission, which then pushes into fusion. Lithium deuteride, free neutrons with and supply tritium components to the thermonuclear fuel. Okay, so deuterium is it's what am I trying to say? It's heavy. It's hydrogen with a with a neutron on top, right? So normally a hydrogen only has a single proton, and that's the hydrogen that we know and love, that goes into everything, including water and literally all carbohydrate chains, etc., etc. That's normal hydrogen. Deuterium is hydrogen that has an extra neutron on top. Remember though, from chemistry class, that the element is determined by the amount of protons. And so because you only still have one proton, it is still technically a hydrogen. But because it has another neutron on top of it, that makes it really, really interesting and really, really useful for a lot of very a lot of yeah a lot of very interesting things, because once you fuse that together, once you fuse, because you need the neutron to fuse into helium, right? Right, because helium is 2 protons and 2 neutrons. So if you were to fuse 2 single protons, so if you were to fuse 2 normal hydrogens, you would need to supply 2 additional neutrons for that fusion to happen. But if you have 2 deuteriums, those can fuse very, very easily, because it goes from 2 of 1 proton, 1 neutron to a single 2 proton, 2 neutron nucleus, and that makes it easy. Whereas, of course, if you had 2 free-floating protons that collide together, they would also need to then at the same time is this? Stop capturing. Oops, there we go. No wonder we were running out of oxygen. Oh, I guess we weren't. It's okay. I was saying, if you had two free-floating protons, you would need 2 additional neutrons to show up in that same vicinity at the same time under the same conditions for that helium to form through fusion. And obviously, like, the neutrons you would only get via decay, right? And so that's much, well, I mean, not only, but the best way you get neutrons is via nuclear decay. So you would need some sort of external source of neutrons. But if you just use deuterium, then you don't have to worry about that, which makes fusion clean. Does that make sense? Maybe we'll talk about this tomorrow. Yes. Maybe we'll talk about this tomorrow. Yes. Yeah. So tomorrow, same thing. 2 p.m. EST will between half an hour to an hour. We'll talk about nuclear power, and it's going to be a very, very preliminary primer because obviously that's not where my specialty is. But the engineering is fairly simple. We can talk about that. Yeah. Cool. Excellent. Thank you everyone for watching. So we're done for today. Final questions. Yes, maybe we should do more singing streams. Yeah, who wants to hear me talk intelligently? Seriously. How dare I? I'm so sorry. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Composition. I've always wanted a USB piano that I could plug into a computer, but there are, like, I'm getting them. Remember when we did Apple's press conference last week? I'm getting the new MacBook tomorrow. It's arriving tomorrow, and I want to see if I can essentially get a whole bunch of the Mac's music composition software, and then on top of that, perhaps get a USB keyboard. And then it would make composition a lot easier because then I wouldn't have to click on each note, right? I could actually play out the chord that I want, and then we could try to make some slightly more interesting music that way, if we want to put that. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, if someone wants to sponsor the software and the keyboard, we're much more likely to get that happening. Buy it yourself, YouTube. Well, I mean, I could buy it myself. Sure, I certainly can afford it, but you know, like as my loyal and wonderful viewers, shouldn't you guys be part of the process of encouraging me to continue to expand my artistic pursuits? Anyway, we're done for today. Okay, thank you very much for watching. In conclusion, once again, you know, don't do Chrome. Please download Firefox. And once again, I've wasted, how much was this? 1 hour and 9 minutes of your life. Thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow.